At 18, Ethan Cole found himself standing in the middle of a frozen roadside auction yard with nothing but a thin jacket, a broken phone, and $90 folded carefully inside his wallet. The wind cut through the empty space like knives, carrying dust, snow, and the smell of rusted metal. Rows of abandoned machines surrounded him, old tractors, broken trucks, and farming equipment that looked like they had survived a forgotten war. He had been dropped off there 2 hours ago. No warning, no goodbye. His foster father's truck had simply slowed down at the edge of the road, and the man had said in a flat voice, "You're 18 now. Figure it out." Then the door closed, and Ethan was left watching the only home he had ever known disappear into the gray horizon. Now he stood in front of the auction yard, realizing that adulthood didn't begin with freedom, it began with abandonment. The auctioneer was shouting numbers somewhere in the distance, but Ethan wasn't listening. He wasn't here to buy anything. He was here because the shelter down the road had told him this place sometimes gave away unsold junk for scrap value at the end of the day. Something about old machines that no one wanted anymore. He just needed shelter, even broken shelter. As he walked between the rows, his boots crunched over frozen gravel. Every machine looked dead, but one thing caught his attention at the far end of the yard. A tractor. It was old, rusted orange paint peeling off like burned skin. One tire was flat, and the seat was cracked open, stuffed with dry leaves. The engine hood was slightly open as if it had been giving up slowly over many years. Most people walked past it without even looking. But Ethan stopped. Something about it didn't feel completely dead. He placed his hand on the metal. It was freezing, but underneath the rust, there was weight, structure, history. This wasn't just scrap. It was something that had once worked, once carried farms, once mattered. The auction manager noticed him standing there. "You want that?" the man asked with a laugh. "That thing. It hasn't run in years. Probably costs more to move than it's worth." "How much?" Ethan asked quietly. The man shrugged. $90. Just take it off my yard." Ethan's heart tightened. $90 was everything he had. He hesitated for a moment. That money was supposed to last food, maybe a bus ticket to somewhere warmer. But something deeper pushed him forward. Not logic, instinct. "I'll take it," he said. The man looked surprised but didn't argue. Within an hour, Ethan had somehow signed papers he barely understood, and the tractor was being dragged out of the auction yard on a flatbed truck. He followed it on foot until the truck stopped at an abandoned patch of land outside the town, an old farm that had been left to rot. The driver dropped the tractor and left without another word. Now Ethan was alone again. But this time, he wasn't empty-handed. The land around him was quiet. An old barn stood in the distance with half its roof collapsed. Wooden fences leaned like tired bones. Snow covered everything in a soft white blanket, making it look almost peaceful. Almost. Ethan climbed onto the tractor seat. It smelled like oil and dust. He didn't know why he did it, but he placed his hands on the steering wheel and turned the key. Nothing. Just silence. He tried again. Still nothing. A laugh escaped him. Not because it was funny, but because it was absurd. He had spent everything on a broken machine that wouldn't even start. The cold bit harder as the sun began to fade. He leaned back and closed his eyes for a moment, thinking maybe this was it. Maybe this was where his story ended, alone on a dead farm with a dead tractor. But then, something strange happened. A sound. A faint click under the hood. He opened his eyes immediately. The wind had shifted slightly, and for a second he thought he imagined it. But then he heard it again. Metal ticking, like something inside was waking up after a long sleep. Ethan jumped off the seat and lifted the hood. Inside was chaos. Rusted parts, dry wires, and dirt, but one cable looked recently loosened, not broken. Almost like someone had stopped fixing it halfway. He didn't know anything about engines. But desperation makes people try things they normally wouldn't. He tightened the cable with his hands. Then he climbed back up. Turned the key. The tractor coughed. Once. Twice. Then suddenly, with a violent shake, the engine roared to life. Ethan froze. The sound filled the empty farm like thunder. Birds flew off from nearby trees. Snow fell from the barn roof. The machine wasn't dead, it had just been waiting. For the first time that day, Ethan laughed for real. He didn't know what came over him, but he drove it forward. Slowly at first, the wheels cracked through frozen soil, leaving deep marks behind. The tractor shook violently, but it moved. It actually moved. That night, he didn't sleep in an alley or under a bridge. He slept inside the old barn, parked next to the only thing he owned in the world. Over the next few days, Ethan started exploring the land. The farm was bigger than it looked. There was a broken irrigation system, a half-collapsed storage shed, and acres of unused soil that hadn't been touched in years. He realized something simple. This wasn't nothing. This was opportunity. He spent his $90 carefully. Fuel, basic tools, food. He repaired what he could on the tractor little by little. Every day it ran a bit smoother. Every day the land felt less dead. At first, it was just survival. Clearing debris, fixing fences, trying to make the place livable. Then something unexpected happened. A truck stopped near the farm. A man stepped out, looking at Ethan working. "You planning to do something with this land?" the man asked. "I think so," Ethan replied. The man nodded slowly. Most people would have walked away. More people came after that. A neighbor offered seeds. Another offered tools. Someone even showed him how to properly fix the tractor engine. Ethan didn't realize it at first, but the place was slowly coming back to life. Weeks turned into months. The tractor that once looked like scrap became the heart of everything, plowing soil, moving materials, carrying supplies. And Ethan, the boy who once had nothing, was now building something from the ground up. One evening, as the sun set over the revived fields, Ethan stood on the porch of the repaired barn. The air wasn't empty anymore. It was filled with sounds: wind through crops, distant animal calls, the steady hum of a machine that refused to die. He looked at the tractor parked nearby, its metal now cleaned and repainted, still carrying scars of its past. It hadn't just saved itself. It had saved him too. And for the first time since the day he was abandoned, Ethan didn't feel like he was surviving. He felt like he was living.